What's up, everybody? Welcome to Geek Fest Live, our entertainment geek news update show where we talk about all the things that have been going on in the past week. I am one of your hosts, Mick Manhattan from the Scene Snobs, and joined as always by the man, the myth, the legend, or should I say, the madman, the myth, the legend.
That's it. There it is.
Casey Plotz.
What's up, brother?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm marvelous. How are you doing? Thank you for that fine introduction. I feel so delightful now.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well, it's coming from a legend yourself, you know, the man, the myth, the legend, Mick Manhattan.
Sorry, you spelled icon wrong.
Oh, yes, the icon.
The international media conglomerate.
The MICON.
Yeah, man. I'm doing all right. It's Sunday, start of the week tomorrow, and we have a extremely busy week coming up.
Yes, we do.
We have our final show of the regular year.
Yep.
Which is Tuesday night at 9 p.m., of course, everybody. And that's going to be a fun one. We're dissecting... What was the movie we said we were going to dissect again?
Oh, I don't remember this time.
Somebody gave it to us in the comments, and we're like, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do that one, and I totally forgot what it was.
Totally forgot what it was. I have to go back and look it up.
That's how riveting this is we don't even remember because we have so many other awesome things to bring you.
Yeah, we really do. We have tons going on. And guys, like as always, Geek Fest Live is an open forum show, so join us in the comments if you're watching. If there's anything you want to talk about, throw it out to us. But yeah, man. So this week is going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a fun one. So we do our final show of the regular year. I don't want to announce it. I'll announce it on Tuesday. What we're doing for the summer.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that'll be our Tuesday announcement.
Yeah, that will come with, because that's going to be for the Scene Snobs podcast. So we'll do it then. But we are going to be doing, we're going to be next weekend, Memorial Day weekend. We will be down in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ooh, Carolina Fear Fest.
Absolutely. Yep. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be talking some horror, live streaming, doing so many fun things. So if you don't follow us on all of our social media yet, make sure to go do that. Head over, hit the like button on this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. But follow us on all social media platforms. If you go to thescenesnobs.com, you'll be able to find our stuff there. Links to everything.
So, all the stuff.
And I have new stuff.
Oh, we have new stuff? New swag?
We got some new buttons here.
Ooh. Who doesn't love new buttons?
For the Scene Snobs podcast, we got new buttons.
Love it.
And we got some more. These, I think, are going to go these are going to be pretty popular.
Yes.
Yeah, embrace absurdity, our motto. So we will be, these are exclusive right now to if you're going to Carolina Fear Fest. Any leftovers, go to our Patreons. They're going to get some. Any swag that we get, they get some.
Of course. Patrons always get the cool stuff.
They do. And then if people request them after that, if people request them in our Discord, it goes to them next. And so forth and so on down the line. If you guys are interested in merch, go to our merch store, thescenesnobsmerchstore.com or thescenesnobsmerch.com. That is also on the thescenesnobs.com link, so you can check that out.
Some of our finest taglines in shirt form or mug form.
We have more coming, too.
Which is exciting.
I am putting together a design that won't be available till June. But it will match the tone of what we're doing this summer for our show.
Nope. That's for later.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything more right now. But
future Casey and Mick will say that.
That's true. Present Casey and Mick are talking some fun stuff going on. So, Case, I checked out 2 new movies this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was they're both from this year. And I was very pleasantly, not surprised, but happy with how great they were.
Which ones were they?
Well, the first one was Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Awesome.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I have a full review up, everybody. So if you are interested in checking that out, go over to the YouTube channel, and it is there. But I also checked out another movie.
Which one?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, you saw it. Cool. What'd you think?
It's my favorite movie of the year. Hands
Awesome.
down. So far, it is my favorite movie of the year. It is outstanding. Everything about it is fantastic. It's the best multiverse movie I've probably ever seen.
Wow. That's a statement because
It's
we've gotten
so good.
3 this year that have been stellar.
Yeah, and as much as I like the other ones, this one blows it out of the water.
All right.
All from an independent film.
Yeah, independent film. What a bold statement. But I mean, independent films are great. You know, artists being able to spread their wings and do a little more and not being constricted by characters is pretty sweet.
I never thought I would learn about relationships needing to come together in a peaceful manner from people with hot dog fingers. And I learned my lesson from people with hot dog fingers, and it was beautiful.
I learned my lesson with hot dog vendors from Sleepers.
Not vendors, hot dog fingers.
Oh, hot dog fingers.
Fingers.
Oh.
Yeah. I will not give any more away. I will not be taking any questions at this time.
Yeah, let's step away from the mic on that one, sir.
You will just have to go check out the movie. But I will tell you this. 2 rocks talking to each other. I never thought in a movie would be such a beautiful moment, and it was. And it was
a very bold and weird statement. I love it.
The whole movie is a very bold and weird movie that just hits on all levels.
Which sounds fantastic.
I will not be doing a review of it officially. I did one on TikTok, and I'm telling you guys here, go see it. But I will not be doing a full review because I try to save those. Because we do reviews, like brand new reviews, we try to do as soon as they come out. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have Plot Roast, our new show, where we pretty much roast the crap out of old movies.
Yeah.
Given to us by our Patreon supporters.
Which has been fantastic. I mean, Halloween Kills was great.
That's this week. So we have Mannequin up, everybody. So go check out Mannequin. We had a lot of fun with Mannequin. But this week is Halloween Kills, given to us by Tim. And then the next one is The Stupids, given to us by Paul.
The Stupids, that's what it was. That's right.
But I want to thank Stacy for giving us the wonderful Mannequin to rewatch and talk about.
Thank you, Stacy.
You can go to our YouTube channel and watch it. It's up, but it's a cut version. If you want the uncut version, you got to join our Patreon.
Patreon gets the whole shebang.
The whole shebang. They get early access to videos, recorded videos, stuff like that. I will say this. Congrats to our Patreon supporter, Stacy. She won this week's Patreon monthly prize giveaway. She won this shirt. I just want to pet cats and watch horror movies.
Amazing.
You know,
I love that shirt.
I know, right? It was an awesome shirt. And, she works diligently with animal shelters, especially cats. She has an emphasis on cats, and I thought this would fit her well. We do that with our patron supporters. You guys come in, we do a monthly prize giveaway. If you win, we try to fasten that prize to you, the person. And that's a better way for us to get to know you better.
Yeah, tailored specifically for the art fans, for the people who are willing to support us, and we appreciate you. So we want to show that.
Exactly, and I think that's a good way to do it. And everybody has won so far at some point, except for our new patron, Aaron, who I have no doubt you're coming soon, and you will be getting some swag and stuff, sir. So, then you're actually, speak of the devil.
Hey, what's up, sir?
Guys, what's going on, bud? Their new merch is shirts with the nipple curls. We thought about that, but
you could buy inserts for an upgraded amount.
It's for ladies too. So we try to keep the nipples, tucked under so they can, put pictures of it up on the Instagrams.
Exactly.
Even though you should free the nipple and just let them have fun, do whatever they want. I know what movie I am requesting for you too on Plot Roast. Oh boy. I can't. Oh, Blood Lake. It better not be Blood Lake.
I'd be excited for that one. Maybe Zombies.
I don't know if I should roast a movie I'm in.
That's the joy of it.
That one, no. I'm telling you right now, Sturdy, we are not showing anything. We're not roasting anything. We're not doing anything with any movies that I'm in until after we cross that threshold.
Again,
we're at 623 subscribers.
That's way more realistic.
We were at 620 this morning, so we gained 3. Thank you very much for that. But we are not going to. The movies I worked on will not be screened, viewed, or anything else until we cross the threshold of 1,000.
I'm getting more excited about doing the stupids now because I remember you read it off last week.
I don't even know what it is. I didn't look it up.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
All right, I'm into it. It is Blood Lake. Oh, we will happily tear Blood Lake apart. Of course, he's going to make me watch it another time.
It can't be Lake Placid or Dead Quiet or.
Listen, Lake Placid makes Blood Lake look like goddamn kids made it because they did. It's terrible. I have nothing to say about it. It's just terrible, but I can't wait. It's going to be fun to roast, though.
It'll be good to tear it apart.
We should bring in a special guest on that one.
I'm in.
We'll discuss that one. But yeah, if you are interested in joining our Patreon, taking part in all these, please head over to thescenesnobs.com. We got links there. But one thing we do have right now, and that is our Discord, our Snobs Nation Discord. It's open right now for the first 300, and then it goes private to strictly patron members. And is growing every day. We've been getting more and more people. Yesterday we did a watch party of RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. A bunch of people came out from the Discord. We were talking to them. Basically, we do it on this program where we show the movie. Link the movie, show it. Not everybody has to pay for it. And we can watch it. It has to do with ads or stuff like that, but everybody can watch it, and there's a chat right there while we all watch it, and we can just talk to each other, so it's a lot of fun. So we did that. We had our first watch party. I think we're going to do our next one next month. Do another Saturday night 9 p.m. deal, and I'm thinking about 2 movies right now. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was unfortunately remiss as I had my daughter and we were working on a Silk Road project, which was a lot of fun. So 9 p.m. I was watching YouTube videos about the Silk Road and being like, yeah, got to brush up on this guy.
Hey, listen, I get it. I understand. But I'm just so happy that a bunch of the Discord was really into it. And
I'm excited that a lot came out, yeah.
Watching Snobs Nation grow is so much fun because we have so many people who are joining up. And like today, I didn't know if I was going to do a Geek Fest live, but it was requested. They're like, "Can you do one?" Because we're not doing one next week because we're going to be away.
Yeah, we're going to be Fear Festing.
Yeah, so you get what you get with Fear Fest, and then once Fear Fest is over, we're done until that next Tuesday.
Yeah,
we're not doing it anymore. We just do our show, and then but we will have this week. So of course, doing Geek Fest, we're going to do the Scene Snobs Podcast this Tuesday. We will be dropping the Halloween Kills plot roast. So you'll be getting some stuff. So make sure you join in on that. Case.
Keeping you busy. We're going to be keeping you busy, man. Just trying to load you up with content. Get more snobs.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing. I'd really love for you guys to join up on the Discord. It's a lot of fun. We keep going back and forth. Everybody seems to be really into it. So make sure you join in. And make sure you join in on the conversation tonight because we have some stuff to talk about. We're talking about Chipmunks. The beautiful, wonderful Chippendale. Dude, there's so many. There's 400 Easter eggs in this movie.
Well, that's amazing because I love that. Do they call back Tailspin stuff, or is it just all from Rescue Rangers?
Do they call back? They don't call back just Tailspin. They call back the Disney Afternoon in every conceivable fashion.
What?
And not just that, but Baloo shows up. Baloo is I think Tailspin is their number one show within the movie. That's what everybody wants because
oh my gosh,
they mention it. Baloo is now the CGI because they had the CGI Jungle Book,
right?
So he got the CGI surgery to be in it. So he shows up in his as Baloo. It's wonderful.
What? That is ridiculous.
It's so but everything makes sense. It's so basically the premise, again, I want everybody to go watch it. We're going to talk about the Easter eggs and cameos, which I didn't really get into too fully in the thing, but if you guys are worried about spoilers for Chip and Dale, I don't care. Sorry. They cover I promise you, they cover everyone.
Amazing.
What is one animated character from a movie? Now, remember, it could be CGI animated or just animated from a movie in the past. Not even from a movie, from like a trailer from the past maybe like 3 or 4 years that you would never expect to ever show up again anywhere. Think about that. No. Would you think that the Sonic the Hedgehog from that trailer before they changed him would ever show up ever again?
No, come on.
Not only does he show up, Ugly Sonic, they call him Ugly Sonic. And he's got a wonderful part in this.
Okay.
I've watched the movie 3 times now. I watched it once to review it. Then I watched it again with my kids, but that was also my time to go through a lot of the Easter eggs.
Right.
And then I watched it again because Jack was just like, I need to watch this movie. Can I watch this movie? And I'm like, yes, because I know I didn't get nearly all the Easter eggs.
Right.
So I went through, I rewatched it again this morning, and it was wonderful, Casey. It has not diminished. It has not died down. You get so many wonderful characters in this. Easter eggs that just like you didn't even know you needed.
That's amazing. I love when they're doing that, especially for something that we grew up with, that we love so much. That was just a massive part of our childhood. You know, coming home from school, we had a time slot. It was our first shows that we had to get home for. You know,
this is the Who Framed Roger Rabbit for this day and age.
Awesome. That's huge. That's a really bold statement, man. Now, is it a whodunit style, like Detective Pikachu kind of deal, or what are we looking at?
It is.
Okay.
They actually have to, like, it is. That's what I like about it. They get together. So Chip and Dale have been separated since the show ended. Because it ended because Dale took another show because he was tired of being the dunce. So they ended. Their friendship ended. Now Dale is just kind of roaming like the convention circuit, trying to get things started up again. Awesome. Chip is selling insurance. He's just doing his thing because it's like the toon world and the real world all coexist. And I think one of the things I really loved about it was Monterey Jack is into some deep money to the main bad guy named Sweet Pete. And what Sweet Pete does, and this is where it gets really dark, what Sweet Pete does, if you can't pay up, is he takes these toons and then he puts them through like this machine that does like the surgery, sort of like the CGI surgery, to change up their animation style ever so slightly so he can ship them overseas to make bootleg movies. Yeah, it's dark, dude. It's dark.
Dude.
Yeah. And like they show Flounder's into it for like, I forget what it was, but like he's into it for some money and stuff. And
so
they change his look ever so slightly so he looks goofy, send him overseas, and then he's in like Little Fish Girl, the movie.
Oh my gosh, that is brutal.
It is, but it also sort of like makes you laugh because it's like, well, it makes sense because you see all of these dime store movies that are like weird animation styles show up, and it's like he's actually sending the real characters to be in them.
Just, wow. That is dark, man. That's like a whole trafficking operation. It's just weird.
100%. So like it is. So Monterey Jack is into some money and he tells them about it, and then he goes missing. So they go on the case because the police are like, well, if your friend's gone, there's not much we can do about it. This gang, it's hard to catch them.
Yeah.
And it's like, so the Rescue Rangers have to band back together to go save Monterey Jack.
Is Gidget in?
Gidget shows up. Gidget and Zipper show up.
Good.
In a really weird, fun fashion. They're married and have 42 kids.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Not.
Way to go, Zip.
Yeah, John, you are not wrong.
What
The
up,
human
John?
trafficking vibe was really evil.
Yeah.
It was so dark and scary, but it's true though. Like shit like this happens. So like if you're going to put these two back together, their friend getting kidnapped is a big motivator for them to get back together and try and solve this case because the police won't do it.
And it sounds like that's one of those things. You need something that level to bring them back. If they're this far apart, if Dale's separated from Chip, I mean, obviously they've got some stuff that need to work out. And the only way you're going to do that is for someone like Monterey.
And John Mulaney as the voice of Chip and Andy Samberg as the voice of Dale was perfect. Like they even touched down on why they have those voices in the old cartoon. It's just like that was their way of like being lovable on the show. But they, it works. Everything really works.
All right. All right. I believe you. I mean, usually you are very hard on anything that's Disney reboot, like this, DuckTales, any of those. You go fine tooth comb them. They mean a lot, and you are very particular about those. So for you to give it such praise, that's definitely a something.
Well, DuckTales is probably one of the best shows I've watched in the past 10 years.
Yeah, which is huge.
They did everything right on that show, and they covered everybody. They did a straightforward version of like what this movie did. Like, whereas this movie was like all that was fake. This is the real life,
right?
Like we worked in Hollywood. That's what we did. This is what the real life is like. Whereas DuckTales was like, this is all in show. Like even when the Rescue Rangers show up on there. Or Darkwing is like a big proponent in that show and stuff like that. Like it was just beautiful to witness. I even got my Darkwing Duck fix in this movie.
Really?
In a wonderful way.
Did you get some Gizmo Duck?
No, you get Scrooge, which is all you need. It makes sense. Like
because I can always use Launchpad.
I'm okay with it because it wasn't. We have that show, which is fairly recent. And now we have this movie. They give you, and it was David Tennant playing him.
Oh, was it really?
It's a quick flash. They're in a Russian bathhouse for tunes, and there's Scrooge in a like sauna, but of like gold coins.
Of course, yeah.
So like. It's something, and that's all I needed. All of these cameos, like Phineas and Ferb, like there's Phineas and Ferb cameos coming in and out, but they're just in the background. Like so. There's so many wonderful things, and dude, that's not it. I don't know how they got half the people. Shrek's in it.
Wow.
Like so, there's this spans not just Disney. You have
Shrek was DreamWorks.
Yeah, Looney Tunes shows up.
Was DreamWorks Fox?
DreamWorks was Universal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
they had to pay for them.
Fast and the Furious, Batman, E.T.
Wow.
Not Mrs. Doubtfire's play on it, and it's really funny. All of these things, like there's so many things that are called to in this movie. Yeah, Batman. You're absolutely right. Batman does have a cameo.
Nice.
Absolutely has a cameo, and it's a wonderful cameo. That I really just like everything they did was just well done.
Awesome.
And that's all you needed. You only needed a little bit of everything because you don't want to take away from the mystery.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've still got to solve the adventure. Part of the joy of Rescue Rangers was solving the mystery and following the adventure.
Yep, 100%. And I every part of this had me laughing. They played it so well together. The fact that they played it like straight, like this is the world that we live in. It was great.
Awesome.
Everything. So yeah, I definitely suggest going to see that movie. And I cannot speak, and I do not want to give anything away for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No, I don't want you to. That's one I legitimately am excited to sit down and watch.
I couldn't even. If I was trying, I really couldn't give much away because like you're not going to believe the things you need to see.
That's bold. That is bold.
It's just one of those things, man. It's such a good move. We do have some news coming up from this week that's been pretty exciting. So, did you hear about Warner Brothers and the Wonder Twins like series they were going to do or movie? So for 3 months, they announced it 3 months ago that they're going to do a Wonder Twins movie. I know because I threw something at the wall when I heard that.
Right. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's terrible.
I hate the Wonder Twins. But it got scrapped. It got scrapped last week.
Good.
3 months in, and they completely scrapped it. Like HBO Max is going to do it. So I'm very glad about that because I just cannot stand them.
Well, it's a terrible choice. I mean, they're awful. They don't do anything.
Yeah, they are ridiculous. I think it was supposed to be like sort of like one of those teen type superhero movies.
Yeah,
but it just didn't work. We are getting a new series though on Disney Plus, officially announced.
Yeah,
Daredevil's coming back.
Thank God. No,
so excited.
I have missed it so much, and the last season was good. I just didn't get enough of him in the red suit.
How do you feel about like him coming back and it not being as violent as it was though?
I mean, that's fine. I got my violence fix. I would rather get his story because Charlie Cox is such a good actor at this point. And especially we've seen him progress through the point of needing to be so violent. He's gotten more effective and efficient as he's gone on. You know, that's kind of the point with Daredevil. He just grows and gets better and learns every fight. So at this point, you know, he's whooped through most of the bad guys in Hell's Kitchen. So he's a pretty good fighter. I don't need to see him be as brutal. And I mean, the hallway fight is still one of the greatest things I've ever seen in television. So I'm good having that. That exists. You know, that's not going to be taken away.
Yeah, and that's one thing. I'm glad it's sort of some sort of continuation on about like what's going on. So like I'm interested to see where they take it. Mm-hmm. I want a new villain though.
Yeah, no, I'm done with Kingpin. Kingpin can stay with. Kingpin can stay with, you know, Hawkeye or wherever they're going to do with him.
Yeah, like well, that's the thing. Like I think he's going to Echo.
Oh, okay, Echo. That's right.
So, and I think Daredevil's going to show up in Echo as well to help train her.
Gotcha.
Which makes sense. Yep. And the thing is, I'm completely fine with Kingpin being a part of the Daredevil world because he is.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But there's so many others that you don't need to just focus on Kingpin.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather have, what's up, Chris? Hey, buddy.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing, bud?
Oh, man.
I think because I put this one on Facebook. I'm glad you found it, my friend. But make sure you get out there and like and subscribe on YouTube.
Maybe his run-in with Punisher made him want to dial it back a bit. Yeah. You know what? That would make sense, too. Punisher's pretty brutal.
That's true. I want to see what happened to them during the blip. We missed you, Chris. We're glad you're back, buddy.
Yeah, man. Glad to see you.
Like for the blip, like where did they end up? Like I know Kingpin didn't leave during the blip, or maybe he did. I don't even know.
I see. That's a great thing. We get an opportunity to answer those and learn a little bit more because I loved the Defenders. I really want to get more. I want to get if you know Daredevil is a backdoor to Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I'm in. Give them all to me.
Yeah. Wow.
Danny Rand can die in a car fire, but the other ones I want to see real bad.
Would you be okay with them recasting it?
Yeah, and redoing everything about his character.
Well, no, we know you show up, Chris. We know you're there for us. Yeah. I'm just messing with you.
The alter ego.
You can stay on Facebook. We know you're there. I just mess with you. Chris is always good to show up, and he's a great supporter and great guy.
He's amazing. Love Chris.
And posts some of the best memes.
Truth.
But with Daredevil, I kind of hope that it gets to a point where we can get something new, something fresh in. Like I don't want Defenders right now. I don't want Luke Cage. I don't want Jessica Jones. I don't want Iron Fist, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., any of that shit. Just or Punisher, set up Daredevil right now, and then see what fits where you want it to fit. I don't want that to be the precursor on who gets it.
See, and I feel like that's part of what they're doing now through She-Hulk. They've opened the door to be able to add more Matt Murdock because we got him in Spider-Man. Now we're going to get him, you know what I'm saying, bits and pieces to really set and establish him so that by the time he has his own series, we're running, we'll hit ground just going.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. I would be fine with Matt Murdock being that he's the one that shows up in all of these series.
Mhm.
It's for some reason, like how Nick Fury was doing it in a lot of the movies, kind of connecting everything.
Mhm.
I'd be good with the Disney shows doing that. Or actually, I think it'd be better getting Jeremy Renner to do it.
Yeah, I think Jeremy Renner would be better for that thread, but I'm fine if they want to do Matt Murdock. I love Charlie Cox, man. He's fantastic. He's a great actor. I love seeing him on screen.
I would like him to do it if they keep up with his "this is the way a hero should act" type of demeanor, which I kind of dug. Like it was effective with the Punisher.
Yeah, very much so.
So we'll be getting that. I'm excited for that for sure. Stranger Things 4 is coming. The first half is coming at the end of this month.
Super excited.
Me too, man. I cannot wait.
I need it in my life. I have actually been watching something recently to throw out there. Strange New Worlds.
Oh, well, actually, that we're getting to that. Let me finish off with this one first because I just wanted to run off the times, how long the episodes are going to be for this season.
Oh, yes. Good. No, because I was very disappointed last season with a couple episodes that were like 38 minutes after a previous episode had been like 52. I was like, what?
You don't have to worry about this here.
Good.
So, as you guys know, season 4 of Stranger Things is going to be half the season at the end of this month, and then the other half comes out like right after July 4th, I think.
Boo.
So, well, yeah, at least it's only like a month, really.
Yeah, but I'm not really good with waiting at all anymore. That was the point of Netflix, and now Netflix is, has stabbed me in the back.
Yeah, that's true. But wait until you hear these run times because I think you'll understand why. Episode 1 is an hour and 16 minutes.
Beautiful.
Episode 2 is an hour and 15.
A lot of story.
Episode 3 is an hour and 3.
David Harbour for an hour of it.
Episode 4 is an hour and 17 minutes.
I want 11 doing her powers for 45 minutes of every episode.
I love it. Episode 5 is an hour and 14. Episode 6 is an hour and 13.
Okay.
Episode 7 is an hour and 38 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Episode 8 is an hour and 25 minutes.
Okay. So we're coming back. I assume that it splits at 8?
Well, it's 9 episodes, so I think they do the first 5, and then they're going to do the next 4. Because episode 9 is 2 hours and 30 minutes.
That is a goodbye.
Well, no, this isn't even the last season.
What?
No, season 5 is the last season. This is only season 4.
You shut your mouth. There's no way they went to 5. They went to 5?
5 will, they announced that 5 is going to be the last season.
Wow, okay.
So this is just season 4. This is them coming back and setting up 5.
Well, that's great because they need to, because last season was meh.
I liked it.
I mean, I loved it. I love the season overall, don't get me wrong. But there were episodes that was like,
I do agree. Yeah. And now I have to think there are episodes that focused on something that you should have had more episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Kathleen's here. Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen. What up, friend?
I should really watch seasons 2 and 3. Yes, considering you host a show called Funny Science Fiction Podcast, I would watch the science fiction-iest show of all time.
It's pretty beast.
An hour and 38 minutes, 2 hours. Those are movies. Yes, they are. We can't wait.
Super excited. That's going to be awesome because more David Harbour, more Levin, more Winona Ryder, like all these great characters that I just freaking love so much, and dealing with that wonderful teen angst, which is so much fun.
Chris is back. Chris is over on YouTube now.
What up, Bubs? Snicked.
I love it, man. So I really think Stranger Things is going to knock it out of the park because there have been early screenings. Mm-hmm. I cannot. There's an embargo, so I cannot confirm nor deny whether I've seen anything. But I will say this: get excited.
Yep, super excited. So super excited that you can't even remember how to talk.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. But yeah, so then you'll have those to look forward to. But Casey, they were talking about it on a few different things, and I'm glad you started watching. You brought it up because I want to talk to you about it. Strange New Worlds, the new Star Trek TV show.
Yep.
Before you get into it a little bit more, and kind of give us your rundown of what you've watched, I would like to ask you, is it more like old Trek or new Trek?
Old Trek.
Is it, how are the adventures? Are they fun?
Okay, so the adventures are dire with serious consequences, but the way they complete them is still jaunty and fun.
Okay.
You see Spock get to grow. You watch Pike and you see, so Spock is only a lieutenant at this point, bridge officer.
Yeah.
So you see number one, Una, who's played by Rebecca Romaine, who's fantastic. She's a very serious first officer. So you see where Spock gets some of that very serious, logical in the moment. One of the beautiful things they do is Chris Pike, Anson Mount, plays. I cannot say enough great things about this man and his acting. I loved him in Hell on Wheels. I've loved him as Pike in Discovery. I think he's awesome in this series. He's such a good captain. And you see the dichotomy with him and the way he interacts with the entire crew is so fantastic. And how he turns when he's around his good first officer to more of the carefree spirit adventurer. When he's not around her, he's the serious captain.
Yeah.
Because she can handle the role of the serious first officer. She takes the seriousness away. And he's like, nah, it's handled. I'm going to go dick around in space. It's fucking awesome, man.
And the way it should be. The
Yes.
way it was always meant to be, especially. Yep. And I think that was handled well in the original series with Spock and Kirk.
Yep. And this, you get to see where it comes from. And I think that's really great. You get to see how Spock became a better first officer, which is brilliant.
Yeah. And I honestly, I liked how they did that in Next Gen, where they flipped the script.
Yep.
And, and even Picard knew he needed that.
Yeah.
Because he was the more, stern one.
Exactly. But you also had a first officer who did everything the captain said in front of the crew. Like, that was a huge deal. I
think that's one of the things. Like, I kind of wanted this to get back to a little bit of the Roddenberry rules.
Yeah, it follows them a little more tightly. You have Ortegas, who's the pilot, she's awesome because she's a badass pilot. Nice. She's like, yo, I pilot a starship. Watch this. Like, it's awesome. Yes, very Sulu-esque. They have the doctor steals some of the scenes. Fantastic guy. They have a Nurse Chapel.
Oh, nice. Okay.
She's great. She's cocky. She's fun the way a foil to McCoy would be. You see that start to grow too. So she actually has to be tempered because she's a little hot coming in, a little like, I am the best, whatever, suck it. So
and Uhura's in it, right?
And Uhura's a cadet, and they play her fantastically. Her first away mission, the second episode, she's like, I don't think I want to be in Starfleet.
Oh, wow.
And it's her deciding that. And you get to see Spock develop he's always had a sense of humor. You get to see him trying to be supportive of other crew members, and it's so awkward. It's great.
That's fantastic. I'm really excited for this. I am bummed about who they cast for Kirk, which I know will show up in the second season, but I do want to check out the first season and see how it goes, for sure.
Yeah, the first season really good. They have Samuel Kirk, the lieutenant, his uncle, I believe, or dad. I can't remember.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's on crew pretty early. So, yeah, I mean, they really just knock it out of the park. Everyone is doing a fantastic job. And it is unfortunate that jerk-face Kirk is going to be there.
Listen, I like Kirk. It's not Kirk. It's the jerk-face playing Kirk.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to say his name, though.
Fair. See,
Voldemort.
That's I love it. So, Case, I have to ask you one more question about this show. Yes,
please.
How are the visual effects?
There is not as much lens flare as you were expecting.
No. I have a reason I'm asking this.
So the visual effects to me are fantastic. They go back to, they kind of do this nice marriage of the J.J. Abrams style with the Kurtzman, but still respecting the old rules, the old look of things. There's still that feel of the way things are positioned. The bridge. You're more comfortable with the bridge. Okay. So, but it's high low tech. You know what I mean? So,
do you want to know why that is?
Why is that?
Because we know somebody who works in the visual effects, and they're a huge Star Trek fan.
No way.
Yeah, Joe. I was not allowed to say anything.
Joe
worked on the first season. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So when he told me that, because he messaged me, he's like, "You can't tell anybody I'm working on this." I'm like, "I won't. I promise." He's like, "At least not until it comes out, because then the credits will be there and you can see it." So I was like, no, I won't say where. He didn't show me. I'm telling anybody who's watching me, he didn't show me anything. He
Right.
didn't send anything to me. He didn't. He read all the scripts and he didn't say a word. I have no idea what happens in the show. I'm just saying I'm excited that my friend, our friend, Casey included in this, we know how big of a fan Joe is of Star Trek. So for him to work on a Star Trek show, I got super excited because I'm like, I know the visual effects are going to be really good in this.
Oh, yeah, and they are, man. They're spot on. I'm a huge fan. I mean, they have a giant freaking egg they sing to. So it's Star Trek, bro. It's legit Star Trek. It's the absurd, crazy things. You're like, what is this? I don't know. They start humming and go, it works.
He always gives me like the little tidbits of the things he's working. Like when he worked on Game of Thrones, he was like, all right, I worked on this part, so look for this week. And I'm like, okay. When he worked on like some movies and stuff but this was like, I'm just telling you, I'm working on the visual effects, and I'm not telling you any more about it. I'm like, I have so many questions.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome though. Pretty fantastic.
Yeah, so I will definitely check it out.
Definitely need to. Sure. And now I feel even better. Now it's like a warm hug every time I'm watching it now.
I love that. John says, yeah, but is Stranger Things really funny? Yes.
Funny in my tummy.
Funny in my tummy. It's 80s funny.
It makes me feel weird sometimes.
Child abduction into another world of complete anarchy. I mean, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's classic.
And don't defend funny science fiction because they do stuff that's not funny too. You really expect so much from me. I host a podcast. Yeah, you're right. I should keep up with this stuff. Oh, listen, I'm not telling you got to keep up with fantasy. I'm not telling you got to keep up with horror. I'm not telling you got to keep up with comedy or drama. Just saying you got to slip into the science fiction portion of this a little more heavily. So you are now have to watch all the Stranger Things episodes, but anytime it's not a science fiction scene, you got to turn it off and figure it out from there.
Just try.
Less blippy, more Stranger Things. I think just for you, I think you'll be a fan of it. So yes, less blippy.
Yes. Way less blippy, please, for your own health.
Yeah, keep it going. I'm telling you, I'm super excited about watching Strange New Worlds. I haven't had a chance yet. Honestly, Picard left a really bad taste in my mouth.
Okay, I've made it through the first episode, and you know how much Jean-Luc Picard means to me.
I think your second father.
He is, man. He's TV Papa. He's like, I molded certain aspects of my life after that character.
Oh, yeah.
And then learning who Patrick Stewart was and what an incredible human he is, I'm like, yeah, I need to might as well. Let's just double down. So going into the first season, there was a lot of expectation and a lot of fear and trepidation. And I think they did a great job. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I got. I liked the product, and it didn't hurt anything.
But you watched the first season or the first episode?
First season.
So you did watch all 10 episodes?
Of the first season, yeah.
Oh, the first season. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The first season. The second season, I've watched one episode, and I am scared.
Listen, you can make it about 4 episodes in and be like, all right, this is cool. I like this. And then it takes such a hard nosedive that it destroys everything around it. There's not even a black box for
nothing left. That wreckage is just done. Incineration.
I don't mind it being rewritten. I don't mind certain things being rewritten or certain lore is changed throughout. Especially in a time travel-esque way that they're doing in the show.
Well, of course, and especially this is a mirror universe. So whenever you have the mirror universe, there's a whole new play in the Terran Empire and all that jazz.
Yeah, but everyone in the cast except for 3 people are leaving for the 3rd season. They're not going to be in it. They've already said their goodbyes and they're done, and they're gone.
What?
Yeah, that's why you got to watch it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but they're gone. The only ones staying are Picard, Jerry Ryan, and I think Michelle Hurd is their name.
Yeah.
They're the only 3 that are going to be in the 3rd and final season.
Okay.
Everyone else from the Next Generation is coming back.
Yeah, I saw that.
But they got rid of all of the other major players in this. And it's done in such a way that I'm like, I don't mind that they wrote them off. I can appreciate when shows do that.
Yeah.
I always thought Dexter should have done that.
Mm-hmm.
After the Trinity Killer, maybe give it another season where he's kind of they're starting to figure him out and he has to go on the run.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have played really well. Way better than whatever junk they did.
Yeah, and then they screwed up. I always thought like shows, when you finally back them into a corner, should be just completely, all right, let's sacrifice characters and get them out of there.
Yep. And
they did that. Like Breaking Bad was really good for that.
Very good.
It seemed like it always knew at the right time when the character has to go.
Yep.
And they were not afraid to do it. But this one, they got rid of everybody, and some of them I'm really glad aren't coming back. Like I cannot stand Data's daughter.
Oh, really? You didn't like Soji?
No. Well, Soji, it wasn't Soji in the second one. She's Corey in the second one.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, so she's gone. I'm happy about that. Eleanor's gone. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, Eleanor wasn't super strong. I struggled with his character a little bit.
I liked Chris. I didn't love that he's gone now.
Cristobal Rios, I was a big fan of his, actually. I was a really big fan. So yeah, I hope he got a decent send-off at least.
He did. They gave him like a nice one. Everybody's going to get like a good send-off.
I hope Allison Pill didn't.
That was like one of my biggest problems with the show.
I've never been a fan of hers, dude. I mean, I struggled with her on Newsroom. Was that it?
I can get past her on that, but
she was still she fit the character. You know what I'm saying? She played that character, and I believed her. I bought in, and it was a good show. I really struggled with her on this, man. That first season, she was one of the weakest parts,
and she didn't get any stronger.
Yeah,
they do a really good job of why they have to come back, what Q's doing there. And then it like completely dissolves and you're just kind of like, really, dude? Really? Like they change things up. Like, you know, they give Picard a whole backstory with his mother and why she died, which if I remember correctly in TNG, she wasn't dead.
No, I believe she died young.
Oh, all right. Well, whatever. Well, I thought she was alive for some reason, but regardless of that, like the way she died and how that went about, and like him dealing with his abusive father, and then it turns out it wasn't an abusive father, and just the whole thing. I'm like, it's like, come on. I was like, I realize you guys have stories you want to tell because of real life experiences, but you're sacrificing a lot for a show where we're really trying to figure out the mystery of why you had to go back in time because of Q.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why do we have one episode where Picard is in his own mind and has to figure out just a lot of bullshit. And that really pissed me off, but I'm going to ruin this. I'm going to spoil it. So anybody who wants out, hit the like button and come back. 3, 2, 1. Girardi ends up being the Borg Queen. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. She ends up not only assimilating with the Borg Queen, but becoming so strong against the Borg Queen that they both realize that they have to work together and create a whole new Borg element in the future. Yeah. And now the Borg are good.
Okay. I struggle with that a lot.
There's
a lot of problems there.
The Borg, but the reason, well, everything that happened with the Borg still happens with the Borg.
Okay.
Because this is the Borg Queen from the present day for Picard, but they go back.
From First Contact, right?
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, from Voyager, from all the years, yeah.
Not Alison Krieger, though. It's not the same one.
Right.
I think it actually might be the Borg Queen from Voyager.
That one. Yeah.
The Borg Queen realizes, talking to Alison Pill when she takes over her body, that the Borg always end up losing. They always end up losing, and she explains to her it's because you never count on the human element.
Mm-hmm.
And so they realize, I'll be the human element, you be the Borg element, and we'll create something new. Something that won't lose because we're not going against anyone. If anybody wants to be assimilated, they have the choice.
Yeah, that's the way it has to be.
So that's ultimately what it comes down to.
Okay. Well, I mean, see, that doesn't make it as bad as I thought it would be. That's a more realistic, understandable thing that I could see democratically coming from the Borg Queen.
But watch it.
I mean, the actual reveal is probably way worse.
Yeah, like
They
theoretically.
they've just screwed up a lot. I'm not comfortable with a lot of the Picard stuff. I feel like they're kind of throwing stuff at the wall. They had a decent idea in the first one. The second season, it's Q. It should be great. It should be wonderful. It's fucking Q.
It really should have been. And to find out what the whole purpose of Q testing him was just like, all right, come on.
Yeah, fair. Okay. Well, let's move away from that and talk about something else fun for the last 9 minutes before I scream in pain and anguish.
So we have a big show coming out this week. We have a few big things coming out this week.
Yes, we do.
And so we will have reviews on everything, even though we'll be away. I will try to pull Casey in. If I can't, because I know it's going to be a busy weekend, I will still make sure that I can do what I can. Because Top Gun comes out. We get Obi-Wan first 2 episodes this week.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah. Stranger Things comes out at the end of the weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
So there's a lot of things going to be coming out to kind of... Don't hold your breath on Stranger Things for this weekend.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot of minutes.
It's a lot
to cover.
Oh yeah,
and you'll get your review. We'll do a mid-season review, and then we'll do the end of the season review of season 4.
I like it.
But we do have to do Top Gun and at least the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan.
Oh, absolutely. And in a short couple weeks, we also have about 10 days or so, 11 days, we got The Boys season 3.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for it. I like The Boys. I
love it.
It gets a little wild, though.
Sometimes man, that's part of the fun. It gets brutal and weird and uncomfortable and all like awkward and assaulty, but it's great.
I have to be in the mood for it.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, no, I have to be in a real bloodthirsty mode to be able to sit back and enjoy the craziness of Anthony Starr.
It's pretty crazy for certain. Like there's and who knows what's gonna happen with him now.
Oh yeah.
But Jensen Ackles now joining up as Soldier Boy. I'm excited for that. So like I will definitely be watching because I do like the show whenever it comes out. I did not watch the animated series. I started to. It was too brutal. I was like, I need a break. I was like, I just need a break on this because these aren't super connecting the seasons.
Yeah, no, and it's not exactly like, gentle, like Invincible is.
Good old Jordan's here. What's up, Jordan?
What's up, buddy?
Well, we love you too, buddy.
Yeah, I love you too, bro.
We got to get him back on the show and talk.
Yes, we do.
Dude, I did pick up A Town Called Terror.
Yeah, what do you think?
Book 2. I have the first one. I picked that one up off of your recommendation. I just got for this week issue 2.
Nice.
We got some good stuff coming out, man. I'm starting to gear up for Judgment Day, which is the new Marvel event that's going to be going on this summer. Some bunch of stuff going on. Dark Crisis is getting ready. That's DC's big event.
Yeah, that one actually looks pretty rad. For me to say that about DC is weird. I don't feel
You're
right
never excited for it. No, so yeah, I'm definitely down. So
what are they going to do in DC? Is there going to be a new freaking crystal that's going to change the sun color again? And now the one main superhero can do freaking everything. Now can't do anything. All right, we got to figure it out.
Everyone's pretty much dead, dude.
I hope they are. Oh, that was dark. Oh, that was so brutal.
Oh, yeah, you went to a dark. You didn't even go to a dark place with the boys. Now you're just going on with DC.
Nah, well, because it's the boys. They're at least funny and jovial and have great stories.
I agree with Jordan on this. When they do a Crisis event, it is fun.
That is true. I did get into Crisis on Infinite Earth way back when. I enjoyed that one.
Infinite Crisis is pretty good too. Yeah. Which all started with Identity Crisis, which in my opinion is still a great event. They did like a 7-issue event. Now I will say this: comics-wise, they're gearing up. Things are going a little haywire, but I have been enjoying my comics purchasing.
Yeah.
So I belong to this thing called mycomicshop.com. Every week I go on and I hit add to want list for whatever's coming out that week that I want. Tuesday, I get the go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are available. Throw them in my cart, purchase them from local shop, and they're in my mailbox by Saturday.
It's awesome.
I go to my sites, figure out exactly what I need, and then I'm just done. Now, you may be asking, since when did we get sponsored by mycomicshop.com? We haven't been, but hey, mycomicshop.com, you should sponsor us, the Scene Snobs, because we love you.
You really should. We're really big fans of comic book shopping, and going to a place like mycomicbookshop.com just sounds perfect and easy. And we'd love to be able to support you if you'd be willing to help us.
And that's the thing. Like, I get first prints of everything,
which is awesome.
I can pick out on my comics. They have all the different variants. I pick out the covers I want. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 for Hulk Banner War, Hulk versus Thor Banner War. I got all of the variants because I loved them all. They did a video game type variant. They did one where Hulk you see his fist in the foreground, and like there's like Thor just like kind of worried. Awesome. And then flip the script. It's Mjolnir going towards them, and it's the Hulk just standing there. They did so many good ones for that. So like I picked those up. I picked up the Batman, the Knight, all their variants, stuff like that. So like there's some really fun stuff. I like that they have it there. I can add it right to the list and then pop it right in for me.
What a great pitch. I'll just have to continue shopping that way.
Yeah. And the best part is, like, then I can go to my local shop in person and just pick up what I want. Mm-hmm. Like, that's there. Go support them, pick up my trades, stuff like that. As you know, we go to Atlantis Games and Comics. They help us.
Always Atlantis. We've got some local shops between Winchester and Front Royal that we hit.
Absolutely. Jordan says, I'm going to check it out unless my local comic store is watching, reading. Then I say nay to the evil idea.
Nay.
I agree, but there's too many comic shops that I've been in fairly recently where I go in and I put it on a pull list, and I want the first edition. I want that first edition to come out and be a part of that printing. And I'm told, oh, we didn't pull it and we ran out. Mm-hmm. That's not sorry. And now that doesn't happen once. And I'm like, well, damn you all.
Done with you.
But when it happens 8-9 times, which it did, and I'm talking about 9 different weeks.
Yeah. Various times.
I gotta go with a different way. And I have gotten the first print edition. And it's not like I'm ordering them from a factory. It's from a local comic shop.
Right, which is important. And it's great that they pull that, because we always want to be supporting local as much as humanly possible.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And anything else I will go in person and get, or sometimes I order from, and I'll save stuff for Atlantis, especially.
Yeah, same.
To make sure I get stuff from them. Because I want to, I just ordered from them too.
Which I've missed 2 weeks. I missed their Saturday show, man. I
missed Saturdays.
How far behind I've been. Like, real work is stupid right now. I am struggling, man.
I get it, man. But this week's going to be fun. We're going to get away.
Yeah, excited.
But with everything going on right now, we got tons of stuff happening. It's a lot of fun. Make sure to join us this week. We will figure out what movie we're supposed to be doing, or what franchise we're supposed to be doing on Tuesday. I have to figure it out again. But
that's right. It was the franchise breakdown we couldn't remember.
Yeah,
because it's the stupids that we're doing the next plot roast for, and it's going to be. We didn't say Phantasm, did we?
Did we say Phantasm?
No.
We were holding off on Phantasm.
Yeah, Phantasm will be in October because you just recently watched it. So.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll go back and listen to the show.
Tune in Tuesday and find out.
Yeah, it'll be here. That reminds me, I need to pick up my subscription box at 4Color Fantasy. 4Color Fantasy is a place I go and I check out and stuff like that too. They have stuff, so that's in Winchester. But for sure, we have tons of stuff happening this week. Make sure you're watching, because we have the Scene Snobs Podcast live on Tuesday night, or on all podcast platforms after that. We of course have a new episode of Plot Roast Halloween Kills coming out on Wednesday. We will be having reviews this upcoming weekend, and we will be live on all angles of social media, especially our YouTube channel, for Carolina Fear Fest. So make sure you're watching that because it's going to be a horrifically good time.
Oh, look at you. You're so punny.
So make sure you're looking for all of these. They're going to be coming out. We're no Geek Fest Live next week. Geek Fest Live, because we'll probably be in the car or something. But
yeah, we
will
do some road trip videos though.
Yes, 100%. We have to get on top of that. Maybe even put on like a live for TikTok or something. Just have fun with it.
Ooh, yes, yeah. You know what? People can vote on what song I should sing while we're driving.
Yeah, that's okay by me.
Done.
So go check out our, which is up now on our YouTube channel, the Chippendale Rescue Rangers review. Check out last week's podcast, Last Stop, with special guest Jason Taylor. Again, congratulations to Stacy, our patron monthly winner for the giveaway. And guys, remember to join up on the Snobs Nation Discord. It's open for the first 300. I have a feeling that's going to go pretty fast in the next couple months. So get in there now. Let's have some fun, talk some stuff. But make sure to follow us everywhere. Go to thescenesnobs.com, check us out, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Casey?
Just not in our cars. Don't follow us in our cars. Everywhere else.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you see us in our vehicles, probably not safe to follow.
It probably isn't, and I would not recommend it. Casey, take it away, my friend.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. Mick, as always, you are one of the greatest human beings on this earth, one of my closest friends, and I appreciate being able to spend any amount of time with you, especially here in podcast land. So thank you, as always, for having us, and thank you, listener, for joining us, and everybody who commented. I see Jordan, I see Chris and Kathleen and John. We appreciate you all for just pounding away at those keys and making sure to push everyone to subscribe and like and join in the conversation. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully we made this hour a blast for you. We know you made it great for us. So remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Thanks, y'all.
And as always, I can't say it better, so I'm not gonna. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs Podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest Live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky. Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Be the geekiest, the most tuned.
Get us 1,000 subscribers right now.
Get there.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you should totally be able to do it. I don't understand why you couldn't. Oh, hey. Oh.
Do we date ourselves?
Yippee for my bunghole.
Yeah.